Oh, there's absolutely no doubt that, if we win rugby games and we put ourselves in contention to play finals and stuff at home, that's going to have a significant impact. So we have been working hard, and we'll continue to work hard to do what we can to help in that regard. But there was also some recognition on the call the other day that there's a few other parts of the business that we can be better at. So as a collective, we just need to roll up the sleeves and do what we can to stick in the fight. Yeah, look, we had a 6-2 split last week as well. We didn't quite get the impact from the bench that we wanted, clearly, but there's no shortage of effort over the 80 minutes. We just weren't good enough in the few opportunities that presented to ourselves, and they were particularly good at taking theirs. So some huge learnings, some tough lessons there for us. And with the bench, like when you travel, you are limited to a smaller squad than what you are when you have the luxury of playing at home. And yeah, this week we've gone with the same 6-2 split. There's probably more experience on the bench, so we're hoping that the likes of Brian Gleeson, they'll be able to bring that youthful energy, a little bit of explosiveness and some carry that, when the going gets really tough at altitude in the sort of second half, later part of the game, that, experience will count for a lot. Yeah, look, first and foremost, it was a very disappointing result for us against the Sharks, and it was a fairly uncomfortable change room to be sitting in afterwards. You don't like to see, you don't take any joy out of seeing people hurt, but there was some small satisfaction in seeing that there's a huge level of care, and we didn't perform at a level that we know we're capable of, and paid a pretty hefty price. But just brings home the reality that we get nothing for free, and the challenge gets even harder this week against a Bull side that's on a bit of a run, obviously at home, high belt, chasing points like everybody else's. So a huge challenge, but I've been pleasantly surprised, I guess, around the reaction and the way that people have conducted themselves this week in preparation, like a decent amount of edge, which we're going to need. No, it's not really my style to rant and rave. I think it can be a little bit of a wasted emotion. Sometimes you can be pretty direct with your words, but I've always found that just being honest and players being clear around what we can do to get better is a better way forward, and committing to doing that. But also a lot of my emotion, as I imagine all the rest of the coach and the management staff, is you turn the spotlight on yourself first and ask, what can I do better? And so yeah, it wasn't a pleasant 24 hours, but often when you get on to the next challenge, you reviewed the game, you take positives out of aspects of the game, and you move forward. But we're not in a situation where we can sit around and feel sorry for ourselves for too long. You actually have to just get back on the horse and go again. And there's too much quality and potential in this team to just fall to pieces. So it's exactly what I've seen this week.